have breaking news in the search for Maleah Davis. Her stepfather, Darian Vence, has just been arrested and is charged with tampering with evidence, specifically a corpse. Houston police say blood found at Vence's apartment has been linked to Maleah, but the little girl still has not been found. Larry Seward is live downtown where Vence is being held. Larry.
Yeah, Ron, members of the Gulf Coast Violent Offenders Task Force arrested Darian Vence around 3 this afternoon. He did not resist, but Houston police, they revealed they have evidence that Vence lied about walking to a Sugar Land hospital after being kidnapped. And here is a look at part of their proof that they released to us. It is a picture of a gas can they say was found in the trunk of Vence's car next to a full laundry basket. Police want to talk to whoever gave it to him. Cameras at the hospital in Sugar Land, it showed someone dropping Vence off in that same car, the car he claimed stolen. Houston police detectives also say, as you mentioned, they found blood evidence linked to Maleah in Vence's apartment. Maleah's mom hinted at this yesterday afternoon. This afternoon, again around 3, HPD asked Sugar Land police for help serving a warrant. That task force we mentioned off the top grabbed Vence at his brother's home. The charge at this point is tampering with evidence, namely a corpse, which is a second-degree felony, carrying punishment up to 20 years in prison. We are told there is a chance that Vence may appear in court later on this evening. We will be here monitoring that, and we'll have much more for you tonight at 10. Back to you, Ron.
All right, thank you so much, Larry.